Hi, I'm Rassie Erasmus. You're watching Cheetah Chase.
Hello Cheetah fans and welcome to another riveting episode of Cheetah Chase. In this month's show we welcome the class of 2019 to the Toyota Cheetah Academy. We meet Irishmen Simon Coulter to hear what his short stint in Cheetah country has taught him before he heads off again. Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus pays a visit to the Toyota Stadium as part of his Rugby World Cup preparations, and we sit down with lock Sintu Manjezi to hear where his love for all things rugby started. Since the inaugural launch in 2017, the Toyota Cheetah Academy has produced one Springbok and 39 players that went on to receive senior player contracts. Now in 2019, youngsters from all around the country were welcomed at the Toyota Stadium for the new season ahead.
What's actually happening today is the actually opening of the official opening of the academy, Free State Cheetahs Academy, whereabout we have the boys coming in, obviously signed from the different provinces, and the upcoming stars coming to join the factory of rugby. Yeah, I'm actually excited to see what these boys can do. Going forward, I think that the program went very well. We're going to have Isak introducing the whole structure, telling us where we're heading to. Actually, the GPS of the Cheetahs Academy. Then we'll have Coach Frank who are explaining to the guys and welcoming them to the Cheetahs, telling them actually what to expect. And then Mr. Harold Verster is going to be in here involved with the Cheetahs, just getting the guys to understand who's the main sponsor of the Cheetahs, and then why is it good for them to be part of this brand.
No, it's about time to get the season started. It's been a while that we've been resting, or not resting, we've always been busy, but I think everyone is keen to get going again and start playing. So from Monday the players will come in and they will start doing physical screenings, medical screenings, and conditioning is going to be a very, very big part of in the beginning. Along with that, we're going to do a lot of skill sessions just to get them on a better level. I think it's a special event for the parents as well, not just for the players, to see their kids come to the Cheetahs and for them to understand as well what's going to happen and what's going to be expected of them.
Sure, ja, ek dink die aanbieding was fantasties geweest. Al die spelers hier by die stadion het met almal baie mooi gepraat. Ek dink baie van die ouers het opgedaag met 'n klomp vrae in hulle hart en ek dink die meeste of 99% van hulle gaan weg hierso met gerusheid en die feit dat soos ek sê die spelers van die stadion het almal geïnterakt met al die mense wat betrokke was van die ouers se kant af, die jong spelers se kant af, die ouens wat almal 'n groot toekoms moet bou vorentoe. So ja, ek dink die aanbieding was fantasties geweest. Die feit dat Oom Harold, wat ons almal ontken, Verster ook gepraat het. Ek meen dis 'n klomp jare wat almal saamkom. So ja, ek dink dit is 'n nice aanbieding geweest en ek dink dit is ons almal sien uit vir 'n baie goeie jaar of 2, 3 of hoeveel die tyd vir ons kan beskikbaar wees wat ons kan kry by die stadion. So ja, ek dink dit is baie nice geweest.
Yes, I'm super excited. Actually, in grade 11, it was actually my dream to join the Cheetah Academy because I heard about it when it started then. Because I know it's a place where they give you opportunities to be a better rugby player and a better person, and this is where I want to be. So I'm super happy and glad.
I've been a Cheetah supporter all my life since I was a little boy, so to start playing for them is a very big dream of mine. Yeah.
Ek is nogals opgewonde man, dit lyk na groot dinge en baie professioneel en ek sien uit vir 'n groot jaar. My mikpunt is maar om goeie rugby te speel tot waarna toe ek in staat is en ook maar om my studies te klaar te maak.
Coach Malusi is the one that does most of the recruiting. I think he traveled the whole country. There's not a tournament that he wasn't at. We do get certain players that send in CVs and then we start looking at them, but I think we attend most of the major tournaments and all the big games as well, all the derby games.
Firstly, I want to say welcome to the parents that are here. I think you've made a great choice to come to the Cheetahs. Yeah, after the session, we'll have the parents and the coaches mingling, asking questions, and then so that when they go back home, they've settled and they've, their heart is at ease. We want big family. Thank you very much. I think it was you guys have made a great choice, and I'm grateful that finally we meet after speaking on the phone and doing the scouting and everything else. So thank you and welcome.
I think our main outcome is to create better players, but better people as well, because that's part of our academy philosophy. So it will be great if we can produce a couple of players that go on to play Pro 14 and international rugby. But I'll be happy if they go out there and they're just better people in general as well.
After kicking off the new year with a win against Zebre in round 13 of the Guinness Pro 14, the Toyota Cheetahs welcomed the men from Italy to the City of Roses for the return fixture and our first home game of 2019.
All the way from Italy, captain Ian Mayer. Schumann looking for a bit of width, then they'll find it out wide. Refman won a great early opportunity. Malcolm Yard doubles around, the kick and the chase. It sets up for Mangwane and a try! In the position of power.
He was all over that ball.
Schumann made a decision to keep ball in hand. William Smith takes his man on the inside ball and the money ball. Great chance for the Cheetahs. Malcolm Yard comes through. He's over to the 22. Malcolm Yard, inside step. Malcolm Yard. Ball score. The TF picks up and drives. He's a big unit.
Stay.
Options now, Schumann will short pass for Abongile Nongotwana, try number 4. That's Abongile Nongotwana, first Pro 14 try. Schumann once again taking it up. Against his opposite number, Fenter breaks away, good support from Austin Chair. Chair breaks 1, breaks 2, Chair is up far. A big Austin Chair. Try card for the Luton drop.
I tell you, you couldn't get a more popular scorer of the try.
The brain pass is good over the top. Numbers space for the Cheetahs. They need to finish here, and they do. Try number 9.
Track.
All-time score in Bloemfontein. The Cheetahs victorious in round 40 against Zebre, 61 points to 28.
No, I think today was an exceptional day for the first home game of the year 2019. And I think it got off to a good start. And yeah, we're obviously looking to keep the momentum and bring the home more wins away and home as well. It's a team effort, 23-man effort. Thankful for the players that came on. Thankful for the supporters that have been here and supporting us. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for helping us, with this Pro 14. And we really appreciate the win. It was a great win for the boys. It's a confidence booster for going overseas as well.
Great win for the boys. Excited to get back in the clubs with another W. Yeah, great week, great weekend, great game. Still a lot to work on, but just enjoy the rest of our Saturday.
It was a good game. I think it was a lot of running rugby from both sides. Zebre moved the ball around a lot and did well on our 22 a couple of times, but I mean the guys stuck to their guns, mauled well, scrummed well, and we're glad to walk away with the win.
Ek weet nie hoe om dit te voel om te verloor in 'n Vrystaatterrein nie, want dit is my eerste een.
Meet Simon Coulter, an Irishman from Connacht, currently visiting the Bloemfontein franchise while broadening his rugby knowledge alongside the Toyota Cheetahs coaching staff. We recently sat down with Simon to hear how he ended up in Cheetah country before his travels takes him elsewhere again.
Well, I got lined up with coming over here. I was originally over in USA with a guy called Chris, who was good friends with Quinner, and he lined me up to come over here with the Cheetahs. But I've always wanted to come to South Africa in the first place. So it was a good transition to go from 7s to 15s, come over here, so I was lucky to get the opportunity to come over here then. Yeah, I've learned quite a bit, yeah. Rugby-wise, yeah, every club has got a different way of doing things. So Cheetahs play quite open brand of rugby, so it's a little bit different. I'm from Connacht, so I suppose we like to play wide rugby as well, so they do as well here. But yeah, learned bits and pieces. Yeah, it's good. The people are very friendly and very mannerisms are very good, so I've been made to feel very welcome, and it's just coming here, like everyone shakes your hand every day and everything. It's a little bit different that way, but it's in a nice way different, so it's something definitely wasn't used to. I have, yeah, last Friday, yeah, proper braai, yeah, so I've eaten quite a lot of different animals, so yeah, it was nice. Yeah, good, yeah. They've let me have some input straight away. So like most clubs you might be able to do that. You might have to wait, but yeah, it's been good. They've coming in open-minded and everyone wants to learn from everyone, so it's been good that way. Well, that's a difficult one. I think it's going to develop players as well because they're playing in different, say, soft pitch, hard pitch. They're playing in different environments all the time. I think that's definitely a good thing. To be honest, I don't know the proper answer to that because you're only fresh into it, but you can see you've started to develop already. So I think it has been beneficial, but I think it needs to be 5, 6+ years before you can really see the benefits of it. But so far I think it's been good. The things I picked up so far, I don't know if it's just Southern Hemisphere or I think it's maybe just the Cheetahs. Because their brand of rugby is quite attacking-wise and quite run it from everywhere. So the Northern Hemisphere, I think, would, for example, in your red zone or in your own 22, the majority of the time you're just going to clear your lines. Where here you will attack if the opportunity, even if the opportunity isn't obvious, you try it anyway. So I think the last game, 2/3 of us leaving our own 22 was attacking out wide, which most of our Hemisphere teams would not do. You know, be safety first, get it out of there. So I suppose one thing it's been a little bit different. Meat. House. Lion King. That's definitely not Lion King. Shawshank Redemption. Whatchamacall. Dogs. Guinness. Steak. Batman. What am I accomplishing here? I'd like to just develop my knowledge, whether it's SLC or just rugby, further develop, and I don't know, I kind of like the place, so maybe stay around South Africa for a while, hopefully.
With 2019 being a Rugby World Cup year, the Toyota Cheetahs welcomed a familiar face to the Toyota Stadium in the form of current Springbok head coach and director of rugby, Rassie Erasmus. We caught up with the former Cheetah and Springbok himself to hear what brings him to Bloemfontein.
Obviously, as a national coach in the World Cup here, we're visiting all players who possibly can contribute to making a World Cup squad. And obviously with the Cheetahs now getting to the business end of Pro 14, we're just catching up with Franco and Harold and the guys here, explaining our plans going forward, because it does differ working together with them and with the Super Rugby franchise just because of the schedule. And just confirming a few things again. I do miss the City of Roses. I miss obviously my friends. I had a nice friend base here and a lot of good times here. And when you get back, you get a little bit nostalgic. And it's good to see everybody and see everybody still the same people. Everybody's still happy-go-lucky. But the fondest one will probably be when we land with that plane in 2005 after we beat the Bulls there at Loftus, and we land there at the airport and all the people there, and the next week following that specific win. I think that was my nicest experience. Because I've coached in the Pro 14 for 2 years, I know how tough that competition is, and it's a very different challenge to Super Rugby. And I know I've said it a lot, but in terms of technical and tactical awareness and pressure and almost test match kind of rugby, the Pro 14 is much more simulating test match rugby much more. I think the challenge is for people to start understand, knowing the Welsh players, the Italian players, the Scottish players. I think the South African fan base will take a while to get used to it, and really sometimes they almost appreciate the quality of the players that the Cheetahs and the Kings are playing against. And then on performance itself, you can see how they every year getting a little bit better with the travel. For a South African boy to play over December and come back and play in January, it's something totally new. It's not something new for Irish or those kind of guys. So they're getting to grips with the competition, and I think they will only go from strength to strength. 95, I was actually, we stayed in Shimla Park there in the house. We were groundsmen in those days to make sure we can pay for our studies. We were sitting there in one of those prefab houses, me and 4 or 5 other Shimla players watching it together there. So I can remember that clearly. I think the big challenge I say to everybody is consistency, and including me as Springbok coach. We beat the French, and then we lose to Argentina, and then we beat New Zealand, and we're striving for consistency there. And I think if a player does well in Pro 14, but he does it consistently, and the team keeps on winning, I think then the players will be so much closer to the Springbok team. Yes, so we are looking at all those players, and I think there's one or two that's much closer than they think.
To muster support for the derby clash against the Kings, the Toyota Cheetahs visited the CUT campus in Bloemfontein to interact with the first-year students and to introduce them to the new supporters jersey.
Today the Toyota Cheetahs are at CUT for the first year's orientation week. We're here to invite all the first years to the Toyota Cheetahs match versus EP Kings. Let's talk to Pigs or P from CUTFM.
We also have a partnership with the Toyota Free State Cheetahs at CUTFM, and the partnership we have is that of profiling Toyota Free State Cheetahs players to the new students and also to the community at large out here in Bloemfontein and neighboring townships. And we also give updates as well as information based on their games. One of the most exciting tournaments that the Toyota Free State Cheetahs is playing right now is the Pro 14, and I can promise you one thing: if you've never watched Toyota Free State Cheetahs play in the Pro 14, you need to go to one of their matches, man. It's exciting rugby. Even if you don't understand anything about rugby, this is your chance, to learn a few things about rugby. And the Toyota Free State Cheetahs is a brand that you would like to follow, as they represent us as the Free State, and you can always look forward to that, and also listen to CUTFM for more and more updates.
Hailing from East London, 23-year-old Sintu Manjezi joined the Toyota Cheetahs at the end of 2018 after stints with the Kings and Griquas. Standing tall at 1.97 meters, we sat down with the lanky lock to hear where his love for all things rugby started.
I would say it started in primary school, just playing around with my friends. Obviously at that age it's all about the fun of the game, and from that age it's just year by year as I've grown older, I've just started to find a real bond for the game. Joined the Cheetahs from Griquas. It was a great opportunity to get some Pro 14 rugby. Yeah, that's how I came to be here. Life in Bloemfontein's alright. Obviously coming from Kimberley, smallish town, it's a bit more traffic, I should say. But yeah, people are friendly, and I've really enjoyed settling in here. In terms of rugby, it was at the time I had quite a few: Richie McCaw, Victor Matfield. Yeah, they've kind of been the general role models that I've looked to kind of shape my game towards. For me, it's Maro Itoje. I think what he's done at such a young age and the achievements that he's gotten just shows how hard he's worked to make himself the best in the position. I'd say a friend of mine, Tyler Paul, is at the Sharks. We grew up together, played high school rugby and Kings rugby together. Obviously he's at the Sharks, I was at the Griquas at the time. And obviously playing against your friends, you know each other well, but obviously there's a bit of a rivalry there. So yeah, in terms of that, he's probably been the toughest one. He's also having an amazing season at the moment, so yeah, he's been probably my toughest opponent. Depends what position you play, but to look at my positions in terms of being a line-out option, being able to call the line-outs, being able to scrum in terms of set piece, and generally in the game, being able to good ball carries, get the gain line, and being able to ruck, I'd say probably shapes someone who's looking to be a lock or flank. Yeah. My nickname's Jigger, but it's come through from my grade 8 year. My matric just called me Jigger because I listened to a lot of Jay-Z music at the time, and he said I look like Jay-Z, that's all. Northern Hemisphere pitch is muddy. You've got to have your 21-inch studs in. Conditions are normally raining and windy, whereas here in the Southern Hemisphere it's hard to, obviously Bloemfontein, altitude, it's hard. You can play a lot more running rugby in the Southern Hemisphere. I'd say it is difficult. I mean, if you're not used to it, going up to altitude will be difficult. But in saying that, they've really adapted quite well, I think. There hasn't been any easy game in the Pro 14, so yeah, they've adapted well. My favorite try I've probably scored was against Griquas when I was at Kings just before I signed. Scrum off passed it to me, I stepped through, broke the line, and then I stepped the 14 Irishmen are coming across. I stepped him, so stepping a backline player for forward is always a good one. I'd have to say this past weekend, getting my first try. It's been a while since I've actually scored a try, but yeah, getting my first try for the Cheetahs has probably been my most memorable moment. It's nice, very challenging. It makes you realize things that you don't see in terms of how to play, identifying space on attack, and week in, week out is always looking to make you better as a player, better as a person off the field. Is always challenging us to look to improve, and yeah, that's how it's been. I've actually enjoyed my time under Coach Franco. Fly off, if I could. I used to always like playing fly off in touch rugby or just normal rugby with friends, but yeah, if I could, I would play fly off. Steak. Hip hop. John Wick. I was watching Breaking Bad. Enjoyed that, yeah. Playing me in a movie. Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. I'll say myself. Toyota Station. Dogs. Yeah. Steak. Batman. Abongile Nokuntwana. Kwezi Mkafu, old roommate of mine from Crickles. Nos Arnos, yeah. Yeah, I did play a lot of cricket growing up in my junior ages, but yeah, I'd say the reason why I chose rugby over cricket was because of the physicality side of it. Also, cricket under the sun is not the greatest thing. But yeah, rugby, I enjoy the physicality, build good friendships with your friends. I haven't really set any goals for myself in terms of where I want to be. I've just got in here, so obviously my first initial goal was just to get into the team, get some game time under my belt, see where the season's going for me. But the general goal is always to improve, always to get better as a player, always look to improve, always look to learn and take it day by day, I guess. I don't want to set a goal too far ahead for me to chase, but right now it's just look to improve, enjoy my rugby, and always stay positive.
Kicking off a grueling 3-week tour, the Toyota Cheetahs visited the Galway Sports Grounds in Ireland as they took on Connacht in the Guinness Pro 14 Championship.
On goes Benter, good hands from him again, flicks it outside to Small Smith, tackled well that time by Leader, comes in, and the Marvin Bob, ball's there, was through the hands from Dupree, out to Scoman, he puts, little chick comes through, Maxwani, he's got serious pace, he's going to reach it, and he's there! Great hands on the outside, great hands from Buche, steps back inside to receive the pass, back from Small Smith. Stay back! A lot of pressure on this Cheetahs defence, they held out already. They look to go wide, Cartney again on that back ball inside to Farrell, he looks to crash, he reaches! Reached! Is that okay, John? Perfect, good. Ships it on to Marvin, his first involvement. Albifanga. Race again, it's scrappy, it's moved quickly by the Cheetahs. Benter, he's got pace, he's just short of the 22. Carty's trying to get across, Kellen's gone back, he's not going to catch him. And what a run from Sean Benter. From well inside their own half from a turnover ball by Colin. Cheetahs looking to move it. Away is the ball from Nigel Owens. The hand is out. The penalty
That's all for this month. For more information on all things cheetah, log on to our brand new website at www.fscheetah.co.za, or you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for all the latest happenings, photos and uploads. So until next month, keep supporting and, as always,
Alle Mann cheetah, 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 alle sind die